Your sign. Tell me about your sign.
My sign? Well, it just says, throw me a bone, pay my tuition.
Hippies. They're everywhere. They want to save the earth, but all they do is smoke pot and smell bad. Help.
I'm unemployed. I'm disabled. I'm living with my mother. I have no income. If it weren't for my mother right now, Sally Mae would be calling me in a cardboard box on a street in San Francisco. And I still think if that were the case, Sally Mae would still want their money.
It's a bottomless hole. You could throw $100 bills down this bottomless hole for the rest of your life, and it'll never fill up. It appears to be completely designed that way.
No other generation has had to face $20,000 in student loan debt out of the gate.
Per year, I borrow about $25,000.
I remember thinking, what happened to the 9%? Where did the 17% come from? And seeing the number, something like $900-something a month for my private student loan, and immediately realizing that was more than I make in a month.
The most recent estimate is that the amount of outstanding student loan debt in the country is approaching $40 billion with a B.
The original loan amount was $45,974, and this last statement I received on December 16th, 2007 indicates that the outstanding balance is $73,789. So it has accrued just shy of $30,000 in interest.
If you look at it in the roundhouse figure, say, okay, it was $30,000 to go to UNR for 3 years. They now say that I owe about $90,000, so it's tripled. It's like if I get hit crossing the street by a bus and I end up in a wheelchair, they can seize my disability.
These young people who are down here, many of whom were talking about how they will not be able to pay off their loans until they're in their 40s. What a wonderful thing to do to 22-year-olds. Send them out into the world with crushing debt, have the boot on their neck right away. I was out in Berkeley last week signing books, and the guy said to me, he was my age, he said, I went here back in the late 60s and 70s, $75 a semester. It was practically free. These kids now are in debt till their 40s. See, when we were 22, we could kind of do whatever we wanted because we knew we could get a job. There were jobs, right? We knew we'd be okay. But they don't know that because there's no guarantee of a job or a good-paying job. They better do good in school because God knows they could be in the gutter at 23. That they're out there protesting because Wall Street has stolen their future, and all they're asking for is their future back.
They are taught that if they get into a great college and get their college degree, any type of job they desire in the field of their choice will be there waiting for them. After getting their dream job, they will be able to buy any car and house they desire, start their own family, and live the American dream. The annual cost to attend the average private four-year college in America today is $27,293, up 29% from 5 years ago. This does not include the cost of textbooks, which have tripled over the past decade. Colleges are now charging $200 for each single textbook that has no resale value because they put out new, slightly revised versions with a new name each year. And college is the only thing in America, besides the cost of health care, that did not at least temporarily decline in price. During an economic downturn when Americans are losing their jobs, their primary instinct is to seek higher education. However, how are Americans supposed to spend $27,293 per year for college when they have no savings or income to pay for it? Total student loan debt in the U.S. currently stands at $830 billion and now exceeds credit card debt.
The next step is go out and get yourself a job that's super degrading. I picked dancing in my underwear. Before I go to work, I like to pump myself up by crying over my master's degree.
We have to fix this. We have to change this.